Yo, what's up, everybody? Another episode of Two Mad Geniuses. It's the Lonzo Hinton.
Your boy Josh Shocks.
Today, we're gonna go ahead and go off the big sports topics that's been going on for like the past 2 weeks. First off, we're gonna start off with the quote unquote the fight of the century with Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather. Do you think it was the right price, and do you think it was worth the money?
$100? No, but $100 to me it wasn't worth $100. But I think more people was mad because they thought it was gonna be a brawl out, even though everyone knows Mayweather's not like a brawler. He's a counterpuncher. I sort of expect the outcome. I told you my prediction before the outcome.
Yeah.
I told him it was gonna go the distance. Mayweather was gonna win by decision.
Yeah.
Because that's just what Mayweather don't knock people out. Yeah. He haven't knocked anybody out in 5 years, so I didn't expect.
Yeah, with me, I really had TKO in the 11th round. Floyd Mayweather winning, of course. As far as though as the quality of the fight and the pricing of the fight, for me, because I'm more of a technical boxing fan more than just the brawling type. I think it's somewhat was in the
I think this fight
right
would have
range.
been. I think this fight would have been better 5 years ago.
Yeah, it would have been better.
Because Pacquiao and Mayweather sort of like at the end of they out of their prime. They slowly declining.
But 5 years
Pacquiao been declining for the last couple of years.
Yeah, but I think
that
5 years ago,
he hasn't been the same since that Marquez fight.
Yeah. But I say 5 years ago, for I think Floyd would have gotten him out of there quick and early.
Nah, I mean, it would have been a better fight. I think it would have been a better fight. And Pacquiao, quote unquote, shoulder injury, but he didn't tell nobody. But now he's telling nobody.
Yeah.
Well, how you feel about Pacquiao? Shocking, like when they interviewed him, he said, "I thought I won the fight." I'm saying, like, bro, did you see the same fight we was watching? You couldn't even hit him.
Nah, I think that was too many blows to the head from Floyd.
All right, round 11 proved that Pacquiao wasn't ready. Yeah. When he was swinging all wildly, he was just Mayweather like, not happening.
And
I think Mayweather was timing all his punches. That's what I think he was doing. Like the first couple, a lot of people say he was running. I think he was timing the punches. That's what it looked like.
That's what it was. Yeah, it looked like he hadn't really figured out after the whole thing.
I think I was more disappointed in Pacquiao. I thought Pacquiao would have showed up a little better.
He did not show up at all.
He did not show up.
And now he like you said, blaming it on the shoulder for some.
Nah, he took the money. He knew he knew you won 100%. He took the money and left.
Yeah. Now,
do you think it's a conspiracy theory because they want a quote unquote rematch? And they want
some of it
money.
Yeah, for some reason, I think most of it is going to be conspiracy. For the matter is, now they're going to try to bring up this whole excuse that, well, Pacquiao only really had one good shoulder, so let's see. But it's the same shoulder he used to take a selfie on.
I think they did it for I think it's more hype for the rematch.
Yeah,
because he said at first Mayweather said he was going to do the rematch, then he said
nah. So he's lucky because he was so a loser and all that. So, but who you think?
You see all the Roach and all of them, they was talking all that trash.
Yeah, that was what made it even
him
worse.
And Stephen A. Then he said he was gonna buy like some special shoes or something.
Yeah. Do you think who you think will be a good opponent for Floyd for his next fight?
Who is there left? Amir Khan. Who is left? He had crushed Amir Khan, by the way.
But to be honest,
who's left? Who else can he fight?
I want to see him fight Thurman. Thurman, if he
really think Thurman got a shot.
But at the same time, if he wants to go,
Mayweather's gonna win by decision. Like, bro, he's the greatest of this era.
But if he goes,
I'm not saying he's the greatest boxer. Yeah. I'm saying he's the greatest of this last era.
Yeah. But really, everybody's talking about the one that could probably beat him right now. But he's gonna have to go to a different weight class, Triple G.
Nah, he's not doing that.
But he ain't gonna go to a different weight class though. We already know that.
No.
But
why you do that? You the champ. You don't need to do all that.
But I mean, But as far as me, I think. Now, do you think Floyd is the best technical boxer of all time?
He's the best defensive boxer probably ever.
Yeah.
Top 10. We make my top 10. There's a lot of great boxers out there.
He'll be at my 9.
You got Ali. You got Frazier.
Tyson.
Joe Louis.
Yeah.
You got
Sugar Ray Leonard.
You got
Marciano.
Right, you got a whole bunch. It's a lot of great fighters that fought in like competitive. Like this is the problem. Like back in the day, you know how the best boxer wanted to beat the best boxer. Yeah. Now it's not like that. It's like Mayweather pretty much chooses his own fights, who he want to fight. A lot of people don't like that, but I think I would say Mayweather is probably the smartest businessman boxer.
Yeah.
And defensive ever. Probably, I'd say that, but I wouldn't say he's one of the. If he's the, would he make my top 10? Would he make your top 10?
No,
I don't think he'll make my top 10. If he's top 10, he's at 10.
He at 10.
He's at 10 because there's too many people ahead of him. There's a whole bunch of great boxers ahead of him.
The other thing I was talking about with Floyd, that a lot of people don't, and I don't want to use this term loosely when it comes to athletes in general, but do you think his greatness shows in his boxing?
Yeah, I think he's so great that he make all the boxers look average and below average.
Yeah, because
you can't hit him.
Yeah,
like you understand.
He changes your home game plan.
I boxed a little. I'm not saying I'm not.
Oh, I boxed a little too.
I boxed a little, but
yeah,
when you can't hit an opponent, it frustrates you, and you just like get mad.
You just go all over the place.
Who's Sugar Ray Leonard? Sugar Ray Leonard did that to somebody. What's the Spanish dude? He did that to the Spanish.
The Nomads.
Yeah, and he made the dude quit because dude couldn't hit him.
Yeah, so he was too quick for him. So
it's before my time was ready. I wasn't born yet.
I remember they just did that 30 for 30.
I wouldn't even thought about that when that fight happened.
Yeah, I know. Well, going off of that topic, I mean, we would like to hear y'all comment on.
Feel free to comment. We like to hear your comments, so I love to hear people comment.
Yeah, I want to see what y'all really thought about the whole. If it was worth your penny and. What you thought about the fight in general.
If you are a diehard boxing man, this fight would have been great. But if you watch on and off, you just wanted to see. Yeah. A lot of people just wanted to see Mayweather lose. Yeah. Like a lot of people hate Mayweather because he's arrogant, and then a lot of people on his personal saying and a lot of people and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I hate to say, a lot of people thinking that they're gonna get this UFC type of fighting now, when it's just gonna be straight.
Boxing. I'm gonna hate to say this. Boxing is dying slowly. When Mayweather and Pacquiao retired, boxing is officially done. I don't think there's no many money makers people go out and see.
The pay-per-view is gonna be.
It was Adrian Broner, but he got knocked out.
Yeah, he got KO'd.
He got crushed. He was supposed to be next up.
But I think as far as the pay-per-view boxing matches, I think those days are over. But you will see more of those, like the Premier Boxing Night.
Yeah, they got NBC's coming. You saying boxing more? I mean,
yeah. So I mean,
I think it's because boxing is different from other sports. It don't have no commissioner. It's like based on the promoters, the fighters. So it don't really have no structure. Like say for example, like NASCAR, NBA, or NFL. It don't have no structure. It's just like if you're a promoter and you got money, and you can get your boxing license. I want someone to fight. If you can put up the money. And you can make a return. That's just how it is.
Yeah. All right, now going off of that, like you said, we want to hear your comments on it.
Yeah, let's talk about this Patriots deflate gate.
Woo!
4 games, 25,000, $1 million fine to the Patriots.
Yeah. 2
draft picks. I think 2016, 2017. Yeah. 1 first round. I think the 4th round.
4th round for 2017.
Do you think they went too harsh?
No. Only reason why I say that because, like I said before, like our previous conversations with our group texts.
We had a angry group text. Yeah. These guys was catching hard because I tell you my opinion.
Oh no! I mean, I totally agree with you with most of it.
I think they went a little too hard. I think it was more because he tried to cover it up. Like I kept telling people, I'm like deflate gate.
But he actually was lucky though. He's kind of lucky. He got
they wasn't gonna get no year.
No, not yet. I thought forever when I
had people say that he should be out for the rest of the. I was like, the rest of the season. I was like, it's people that did way worse stuff. way worse stuff than that.
The only reason I mean, what I said, like I said before, he got lucky with 4 games, but me personally, I think he should have got at least 4 to 6.
4 to 6.
4 to 6.
I already called it. I called this boy. I said it's gonna be 2 to 4 and a fine. I didn't know they was gonna do the draft pick. I was like, that was a little too much. But I was like, I can understand just because it was pretty much. But it's to me, because the organization, like, I'm gonna let everybody know. Every quarterback and equipment manager got some type of relationship.
Yeah.
So it's not like. I'm pretty sure Tom Brady not the only person doing it. He just got called. He just got. And be honest, the coach still wasn't gonna win that game. He brought the coach because he was throwing a deflated ball. Shouldn't have been easier for the coach defenders to catch. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Not even that. They was just.
I'm just doing it for example.
Yeah, they just
the coach sort of upset the Broncos. The Broncos should have been there.
That's true. And I think with the fact that, like I said, it's a culture with the Patriots.
They just got caught with the Spygate one. Other than that, what else did they get caught with? You know, it's other teams that got caught doing some horrible stuff. Yeah. What about the Seattle? The PEDs.
Ooh.
Nobody ever talks about that. And they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Nope. Nobody ever talks about that. There's a lot of stuff people don't talk about.
The Bounty Gate.
The Bounty Gate.
It's a whole stop talking about that.
The Bounty Gate. I understand why they got him the whole year. You can't compare the Bounty Gate to a deflated ball.
Nah,
that's like that's literally that's not even apple.
That's taking somebody's livelihood away.
That's not apple and oranges. It's like apples and plasma TVs. Like that's a different comparison. There's levels to it.
Exactly.
But outside of Spygate's, Patriots really didn't get caught with nothing else. Did they? No. Is there anything else on? Is there anything else on the record? Is it something I don't know?
Everything else is pretty much was like alleged. Like I said, I think like a previous time we talked.
And now that the Patriots got caught deflating every bum team they played on, I think that's the reason why they a bum team. I.e. the Jets. No disrespect. Shout out to Todd. Jets fan.
Yeah, but I think they did do something where they jammed the signal of a away team in the stadium. I don't think they ever reported it though. Of course the Spygate.
Do you know? Coaches admitted that every coach tried to cheat in some type of way.
Yeah, but
no one's 100% fair.
Yeah, but most of those teams don't have a culture.
Who else got it? It's a whole bunch of teams that got caught doing some crimes. They don't get no attention.
Oh no, they ain't.
Let me ask you a question. If this would have happened in Jacksonville Jaguar, no one would care.
It could happen to most of the teams.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying it just happened to the Patriots and Tom Brady, the golden boy of this era.
I really think that's why they gave.
I think
that's why they really was like going after him because he's to everybody he's like perfect Tom. Like he's like that's like his nickname.
I think the worst is when I heard that ESPN people was calling him why they hate Tom Brady.
Yeah,
this before the Deflategate.
Yeah,
and nobody talked about him playing football. It was all about he's a pretty boy. He got a beautiful wife. Yeah. His life. I was like,
and all that.
Bro, is it? I was like, I never heard a new man hate like that on each other.
But but I mean, back to this.
Back to discussion.
But the reason why I say 4-6 games because I'm not saying because of the deflated ball itself. I mean, most of it is the cover up, but the main thing that I will say why is because of the integrity of the game, though.
Yeah, it did mess up the integrity.
You can't really. I mean, yeah, like you said, it's probably a whole rack of quarterbacks.
The ball really didn't make a difference.
It didn't make a difference.
It didn't make a huge difference. It wasn't that off. A lot of people don't know it wasn't that off by that much.
Yeah.
But I always like I think it was more of they try to cover it up, and they also wasn't like going with the investigation. They was going against the investigation. Like they asked for a cell phone, and actually they brought more. He didn't want to see all the things. He just wanted to see the secretary train him and the equipment manager. The equipment manager dude. The ball boy.
Well, he declined.
He declined. Him and his agent. I think his lawyer too as well. Because he said he didn't want. He just wanted to see them text messages.
It was like his whole legal team was just like, no, you already had your.
Oh, and the Patriots wanted to re-interview the guy, the equipment manager. The equipment manager. And the Patriots said no.
No, yeah.
No.
Yeah, the Patriots. Yeah, the NFL wanted to question the equipment manager, and the Patriots declined it.
But I'm glad that people don't know this. In the law, that happens a lot in investigations. They do interview people twice to see if your story is straight or try to fill in some stuff in your story.
Exactly.
I still didn't believe it. I think Mark Brunell called. He said he had to know somebody was messing with him.
Yeah, he had to.
Yeah, because the ball boy and the quarterback had a special relationship.
I knew from his post-game press conference when...
But he was shocked. He was like, what? Yeah. He bust out laughing when they asked him about it.
Yeah, he started busting out laughing.
I think this wouldn't have happened. They wouldn't have been so harsh if Tom Brady would just came out and said...
Yeah,
like in the interview, he said, "Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know what the."
It would have been 2 games
pressure.
If he just
It probably wouldn't have been 2 games. They probably would have just fine. If he said, "I didn't know. I'm sorry. I didn't know."
Maybe 1 game. I'll say maybe 1 game.
They probably just fined him because if he would admit to it, he was "Oh, I didn't know. That's just how."
Yeah.
Like, I know for now. I have to keep it in there. That's all he had to say. But they tried to cover it up.
Yeah, that was the messed up thing about that whole situation.
You think the ball boy going to eventually get his little ESPN special interview, book signing, all that if he starts snitching?
No.
He going to have to leave New England.
He going to have to leave New England.
They're going to have a bounty on it.
Pretty much.
Because he going to mess up the whole...
They already
loose lips and sink ships.
Yeah. They had like, 5 people at the NFL office handcuffed to each other in front of the NFL office talking about free Tom Brady. Free Tom Brady. Hashtag free Tom Brady. Put that on Twitter. Man, he deserved it. I'm sorry.
Not 4. 4 was a little excessive. I would have gave him 2 and a fine. I would have gave him 2 and a fine. It's probably going to get reduced. Because of the investigation.
I'm sorry. Stick with your guns. Stick with 4.
You have a right to appeal.
I know, but
they say he had high probable of doing of it. You know, but that's not 100% definite. But you can argue that. A lawyer know a way to argue that. He's probably gonna get reduced maybe to 3 to 2. 2 to 3. I'm gonna get 2 to 3.
Yeah, but at the same time, I say stick with my gun.
Plus, Tom Brady never really got in trouble, so 2 is reasonable. He never really did nothing.
Shoot, New Orleans is coming off a Super Bowl and they did the bounty gate.
No, bounty gates. That's extreme, bro. Like you trying to take people out with injuries. Yeah. That's a little different.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, now we got this whole. And I'm hoping everybody's paying attention to this NBA playoffs, man, because this is one of the best playoffs I've been watching.
The Cavs and the Bulls going 7. Woo. I called it. This should be the Bulls' year to win because they got Virgil out, Kevin Love out. Then they had J.R. Smith out for 2 games.
You mean the Cavs?
The Cavs? Yeah. I said it's the Bulls. It's their chance.
It's their chance. Nah.
Now they got Derrick Rose back. They've been crying every year. Derrick Rose not getting nothing. Like, he always stay injured.
Yeah, but he got that.
Derrick Rose is a little inconsistent. A lot of people don't. See it. Sorry, Bulls fans.
He struggles on one-day rest games. Like, if it's one of those
He's very inconsistent. Extremely inconsistent.
Yeah. But, I mean,
Would you put him in the top 10, top 5 point guards? No. Would he make your top 10 point guards?
Top 10, but he won't make my top 5. We already had this discussion.
Well, we're doing it for the podcast. Thank you.
Hell no.
Okay. if he's in my top 10, he's at the lower tier of it. He's like 8 through 10. He's at 8. He's 8 through 10.
Because right now, Mike Conley playing way better than right now. So, I mean...
He's still inconsistent. He's nice when he make plays. I give you that. But overall, he be like... I be looking at his stats. Like, if you look at his highlights, he look like doing it. And you look at his stats,
he's
like 5 for 27. Like, it's something ridiculous. Like 5 for 23.
Yeah. But the best series, I think, right now is Chicago and Cleveland, which a lot of people expected anyway. Mm-hmm. The second one, I say if I'm going in order,
Memphis
and Golden State is probably the second best.
I called it. I said whoever win that series is probably going from the West. I'm not sleeping on the Clippers.
I'm about to say because the Clippers looking nice right now. Even though they laid an egg yesterday. They got
destroyed by the Rockets. How you let the Rockets couldn't stop a nosebleed.
Yeah,
they defense is the worst.
But I mean,
Charles Barkley went on it. Yeah, Charles Barkley went on it.
Yeah.
Analytic guy.
Yeah,
so you can't judge analytics.
No, you can't.
Charles Barkley is funny, but analytics does factor in a little in basketball. I think it's more in baseball. Baseball matters. Yeah, you can do that in baseball.
Yeah.
Maybe football you might can do it if you develop a system. You can develop a system.
But you mean like it's a slim? You know, it was a slim chance. But
basketball you need talent. Like a lot of people know, you need talent.
Then I think the one that's pretty much is going to be done with. That pretty much was the one that's going to be done with early.
Oh,
the Clippers and the Rockets.
I didn't have to go. I had to go on 5.
Yeah, that's why
I had to go on 5 because the Rockets don't play defense. The Rockets play defense, bro. They probably go to the championship, but they play defense.
So I mean, and then you got the Hawks and the Wizards. Go Wizards.
Go Wizards. Even though they need you, John Wall.
Yeah. They took an L today.
John Wall need to come back.
Yeah. He is actually back tonight, but
they played him a little.
He was actually playing a whole lot. Like he was playing like his normal minutes with a broken hand and all.
Nah, I would have slowly worked him
in. But they lost by 1 point. It was like 81-82.
Yeah.
So,
there's like 4 DC teams playing today.
Yeah, the Nats are looking. Well, the Nats got crushed. DC United. Yeah.
That's the Capitals and the
Go
Wizards.
Capitals too. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, go Capitals.
Hope the Capitals win tonight, man.
Yeah, they're in overtime right now.
We need to get to the Stanley. We need to get this Stanley Cup to the city.
Yeah. You know, hockey, man. It's starting to get a little intriguing now since the Capitals getting far with it now. So I mean, we'll see. And you know, any other sports we want?
How do you feel about the Hacker Shaq, Hacker Jordan rule?
Get rid of the rule.
And should the NBA? I say no. The reason I say no is if you suck at shooting free throws, that's to my advantage. It sounds like you need to work on your free throws.
But the record show that shit do not work.
But they showed statistically it doesn't work. Like
it
doesn't work.
Get rid of it. Just get rid of it.
That'd be your last resort. But I say keep it. If you can't shoot a free throw, you need to learn how to shoot a free throw. You're a professional ball player.
All right, I went a little overboard with it yesterday when we had our discussion. When I say every time.
What did Todd say? Todd did a good analogy. He said that's like and NFL changed the rule because Geno Smith can't score in the red zone. In the end
you
zone.
only put 10 players.
You only put 10 players because he can't score in the No. He said, no, you still get 11 players. It sounds like you need to work on trying to score in the red zone. Same thing. You apply the same logic. You need basketball, to basketball. You need to learn how to work on your free throw.
But if they do it,
tell your man DeAndre Jordan. I don't know what he do on the off season. He go to Disney World. I don't know. You got kids? I don't know if you got kids. Well, if you got kids, you know how you go on.
He needs to stop going to Amsterdam. That's all I'm saying.
Or whatever he's. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing this time. Maybe he get drunk and stuff like that.
I don't know.
Go to the club or something. Yeah. He need to be on. He need to be in that gym working on free throws.
But I mean, all right. Like I said, I went a little carried away with it yesterday.
Yes, you did. You did.
Out. But
we should have video logged that. We got video log. Expect more video logs.
All right. If they do use it excessively, like if I give it 3 times, because you know that 3 strike rule.
All right, I can understand if they do something like if you do it 3 times excessively. Like I can understand. No, it's not. It's like when they did like Jordan. Yeah. They sort of did him like he didn't even have the ball, like he be walking across and he just grab him. Yeah, I'd do it on that one. But if he like as soon as he get the ball, I understand that. I say let it fly. But if they doing like the excessive stuff like that, like your man just walk on, he only got the ball and they just hack him.
Or he just check in.
He just check in. As soon as you check in, nah, bro.
So I mean, me personally, I say get rid of it just for the fact that, like I said, the record shows that it does not work. So
yeah, it doesn't work. They tried it with Shaq and it did not work.
It did not work. He actually was more dominant when he did it.
Yeah.
Like,
all Hack and Shaq does is slow the game down.
Yeah,
that's all it does. It does. That's all it does.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably gonna be a few rule changes in the NBA.
How do you feel about the NFL draft though?
I liked it. There's a lot of talented players.
It got more ratings, higher ratings than the NBA playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Like 5 games.
NFL always will have high ratings.
Because the NFL is talked about all year round. Yeah. That's what baseball need to work on. They need to talk about that. I like baseball, but they don't talk about it enough.
People want to know why football is America's top sport.
They don't talk about baseball until spring training.
I know. Yeah, but at the same time, people want to know why football is America's top sport. 2 reasons. He got his own channel.
That's one. It's multiple reasons.
Yeah, it's multiple. And 2, you can't go wrong with.
That's like the best show on TV.
It's reality TV. That's the only.
That's like the best reality show. Yeah. I hate to call it. I don't want to put it in the same category as like Love and Hip Hop.
No. But it's the realest thing you can have.
They could. And it would be funny if the NFL did something similar like that. Like, did they own, like, football on our show? Yeah. Bro, I'm like, football is going to be talked about all year long.
Yeah. Like, I say, it's already year long round. I mean, it's already year long now because they got
so after the Super Bowl, all they talk is about the draft and the off-season. Off-season. Who's going to pick up who?
Yeah.
Who's going to get such and such and free?
Yeah.
It's about football's number one. Because from the Gators, though.
Dante Fowler,
yeah, man. I feel bad. That's messed up.
Hey, I don't think people realize.
He didn't even get his chance.
He didn't get a chance.
And he already. They expected him to miss the season.
Yeah. Did you? I mean, I don't know if anybody's like realized it. Have you realized the last few picks Jacksonville had outside of Blake Bortles that was on the defensive side has been out the whole year?
They always get injured. I think maybe they working them too hard in the offseason, or they trying to tell them to relax. It's the offseason.
Yeah. But I mean. Them mini camp things really don't do nothing but just show.
How you feel? Who you think got the best draft? So, it's ball pocket.
Best draft.
Who you think? I know. To me, I'm a little biased. Like when they grade draft, I think you should wait about 2 to 3 years. 2 to 3 years before you grade it, because you don't know how people. Because there's a lot of first rounders that flop. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize this, especially there's a lot of first rounders that flop.
I ain't gonna lie. I kind of like Tennessee's draft class.
Mariota?
But Mariota and Green back on. Or back in Green.
Do you think they should have kept Matt Murray or trade the pick? They said Philly was trying to trade for, but Tennessee wanted too much.
Yeah, they wanted too much. They wanted like a Redskins deal, like 3 first-round picks, a second. And
I like the Redskins, but that RG3 trade was one of the dumbest trades.
It is going to go down. Hey, it's still not as worse as New Orleans doing for Ricky Williams.
Who they gave up for Ricky Williams?
They gave it the whole draft.
For Ricky Williams?
Yes. The first, or fourth, or fifth, or sixth, and the seventh. And next year's first and second round.
For Ricky Williams?
For Ricky Williams that year.
And he didn't even show up.
And he didn't even show up for New Orleans.
He did okay in New Orleans.
Yeah, but
he did better when
draft class, though.
He did better when he went to Miami.
Yeah, exactly.
Miami is when he was at his peak.
He
takes time to develop, though.
Yeah, but he can't just stay away from the weed. That was the thing.
That's his downfall.
It's the same thing with Josh Gordon. All the talent in the world, but he can't stay away from the most vices.
You think the Browns gonna let him go?
Yeah, he's done. He's done out here.
One
more failed drug test. He's out of the league. Period.
Oh, they said that?
He failed 3 drug tests. He failed 3.
Can't even drink or nothing?
Can't drink. Like, it's considered a drug. You know, alcohol is considered a drug.
Technically it is.
So, yeah. I mean, certain things, you just can't. You just can't do it. And it's best for you to have people around you to know that you can't.
I want to know who's in this circle that allowed him to do this. I know, wow. Like, bro, you messed up like a whole season?
Yeah.
And you want to go back and smoke and drink again?
Exactly. I hope he got the memo this time. I hope. But
he's about to blow it.
Yeah.
He's about to blow it. He's about to be in that CFL.
Yeah. Or
that Arena Football League.
Yeah, or overseas somewhere they got one of them off-brand football leagues.
Playing in Greece somewhere with nobody cares.
But yeah, man.
Anything else? That's all?
Yeah, that's it. That's all, man.
I'll just let you know I'm the greatest YouTuber of all time. I'm joking. It's the greatest podcast ever. I'm joking. But I want y'all to hit that like button, comment, subscribe. We do like to hear our comments. Also follow me on Twitter at Josh the Movie Guy. My
Twitter, tay.1987. Email is delonte.hitting@gmail.com. We're going to be working on like a 2 Mad Geniuses, like Facebook, Twitter. Maybe do an Instagram joint where we show like
we might do a
15
website
seconds.
Too once we get up there. Website.
Yeah, we might do a website too. So we got big plans for this thing.
We probably eventually going to have a Q&A. Anybody asks questions, we answer. All right, reasonable questions. I mean, I guess
I mean, don't shy away from it though. We'll answer them, but just
like you hit us on Twitter. We will reply back.
Yeah,
I do reply back if somebody hit me on Twitter. Yeah, I try to. If I know you, my bad.
Yeah, sometimes we at work, so
we do have a personal life. Okay.
But yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for the support.
Thanks, all. Check out my YouTube channel too. I'm gonna leave a link too. I do movie reviews too. And we're about to go see Mad
Max tomorrow.
So Mad Max midnight premiere.
Look out for that video log on that too.
We're gonna do a video log. I'll probably do a review on it. Yeah. I don't know. We do reactions. We should do reactions. Like reactions. Yeah. All right. Peace and hair grease, all that good stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're gonna start dancing. Too legit to quit. No?
No, we can't dance.
Too legit. No?